Hey folks, this is Bob James again from DaiIy Enduring Truth, and I just want to say hello. I'm sitting here at the Watergardens, which is right near the convention center. It's near the Museum of Science and Industry, which has a special deal today. It's near the Art Museum. It's near pretty much the beginning of the seawall area of Corpus Christi. And we come down here a lot. It's a beautiful area. The water gardens have been turned off, but they are working on fixing it. So that should help soon. By the way, I am wearing the shade, so if you didn't recognize me, it's really me. Got a concern before I get into the Bible study. I asked you last week for suggestions. I decided to go with 1 John. It's a book about the love of God in a very special way from somebody who walked with him. But before I talk a little bit about that, I want to express concern because I saw people politicizing the coronavirus in a terrible way. As of now, there's concerns about the coronavirus worldwide. It's supposedly not a pandemic yet, but people are arguing back and forth about it. But what concerns me is that people who claim to be Christians are saying, I hope this group gets it, or I hope that group gets it. I didn't want anybody to do it, but if anybody has to, let these people get it. And you know, that's really sad. Because as Christians, our job isn't to pass judgment on any group. There are a lot of people that I think are wrong, but I don't hate them. There are a lot of people that I think are misguided, but I don't hate them. And I think that's part of the message of 1 John as we go through it. He talks a lot about love, about the love of God, and John experienced it firsthand. And so that's important as we go into it. But you know what? I don't like seeing conservatives say, well, I hope the coronavirus only strikes liberals. I don't like seeing liberals say, you know what, I hope the coronavirus only strikes people who are conservative. I don't like people saying, I hope the coronavirus only strikes any group of people. Because you know what, I want the whole thing eradicated. I want all people to be healthy. I want all people to have a chance and all people to have an equal opportunity. And that's part of the reason why I love the country I live in, is that everybody can have an opportunity. All right, well, enough of that. 1 John 1 is an amazing chapter because you realize this is a letter written by somebody who had walked with Jesus, had learned from Jesus, had talked with Jesus. And at the beginning of 1 John, we see a new problem arising in the church, and it's a problem known as Gnosticism. Now, Gnosticism is one of the heresies of the early church, and part of that included the belief that the God was spirit, pure spirit, because anything material was evil. And so Jesus didn't really come in the flesh, he just looked like it. And you see in the beginning, John is saying, hey, we were there, we talked with him, we touched him, we ate with him. And it's an important fact to realize the Christian church is based upon the belief that Jesus Christ is fully God and fully human. And as a fully human being, Jesus walked among us. He talked with us. He dealt with the problems of heat, although right now we're having a beautiful day in Corpus Christi. He dealt with the problems, I don't know if he had dealt with the problems of cold, because I don't know what the weather was like there in Jerusalem or in Israel during those times. But we know that he walked around everywhere. He probably got tired. He probably got hungry. Probably, we all know that he did. And it's important to realize that, and John points that out, is Jesus came and walked among them. Well, then he also talked about the fact that he dealt with the issue of sinless perfection. There are people going around saying, well, we know Jesus, so we're perfect. We don't do any more sins. Or they imply if you are sinning, then obviously you don't know Jesus. And John takes care of that as well. It's an important chapter, and I hope that you'll have a chance to read it, and that you'll enjoy it, and that God will speak to you through it. This has been Bob again with DaiIy Enduring Truth. If you've got any questions, I'm looking at making some changes in the way I do the video and the way I do my websites. So please feel free to offer suggestions as to people to interview, for instance. That would be a good idea. And possible websites that I could direct people to and that I could share links with so that we can get the Word of God out more effectively. My interests in terms of links are literary, Christian, obviously, and birding, because if you don't know, that's one of my hobbies, is taking bird pictures. So have a great week. Well, we'll see you there. Please make sure if you enjoy this to check the subscribe button that's underneath there. And if you're on the If you're seeing this through the blog site, you may have to go to the YouTube site to click the subscribe button. So thanks. Have a great day. God bless you.